thousands of people, well, more than that, hundreds of thousands of people flock to San Diego to celebrate the 4th of July. And this weekend alone, tourism is expected to bring in $70 million. Tourism dollars coming into our economy. Here to talk about it, Joe Terzi, President, CEO of San Diego Tourism Authority. Happy 4th of July early.
Same to you.
You're
Good
all
morning.
dressed up. Thank you.
I have my red, white, and blue on, as you do.
Let's talk about how crowded downtown and all of San Diego is going to be, and why that's such a good thing.
Sure. Well, this is the kind of the official kickoff of our summer season, and summer in San Diego is the busiest time of year, you know, for obvious reasons. Maybe not this morning, but our weather drives traffic to San Diego. But, you know, it's going to be busy. The beaches will be packed. The attractions will be packed. Downtown will be buzzing. We actually are already starting to see some Comic-Con people show up.
Sure.
That kicks off July 9th. So just the next week we start with Comic-Con. You know, when you think about it, people don't understand that the $70 million just in, you know, a 3-day weekend is a huge amount of money, and it really is spent throughout the economy. It's not just spent in hotels, it's spent in restaurants and clubs and all of our great attractions, the arts and cultural community. So it really does feed the community, and it's all new dollars coming into San Diego from somewhere else.
Right, and also what people might not realize is that all that hotel tax that people are paying, those tax dollars go back to all of us as well.
Absolutely. That just in this 3-day week, it's projected that that's $2.5 to $3 million in a 3-day period that's going to go into the city general fund.
Wow. That is good news, right?
It's great news.
Great news. And what is the rest of the summer looking like? I know July is our busiest month, but what's the rest of the summer looking like?
Yeah, we've had a record year so far this year. We're actually, our occupancies are the highest they've ever been, and we expect the summer, July, August into September, to be, you know, 90% plus, which is really typical for San Diego, but it's going to be a really busy summer.
That's fantastic. All right, you mentioned it a second ago. I want to bring it up because it's next week. We're talking about Comic-Con. How much should we all be celebrating this 2-year extension that was just announced yesterday?
Yeah, sure. I mean, they've been here over 40 years, I think 43 years with this 2-year extension. So this is their home, and you know, they've been courted by a lot of other destinations, and we worked hard, and I have to give credit to the mayor who worked personally on this, the Convention Center Corp, our organization, more importantly the hotel community, all came together to say, we're not going to let you go anywhere else. You have to stay in San Diego. And it's a huge economic benefit to San Diego, and we now have protected them for 2 more years.
But what needs to happen to keep them here past this 2 years? I know, like you're saying, other people have bigger convention centers, they have more space. Some of them, not all, but some of them have, you know, other destinations and other things that could lure them away. What do we need to be doing? Well,
we need to be aware of the fact that it's a very competitive environment, and anyone would want this convention. It's the largest convention that we have in San Diego. It's one of the most impactful. $135 million in direct economic impact is amazing. So for us, we need to stay aware of the competition. We need to work with Comic-Con. They have been very supportive of us. But we now have had to move outside of the convention center, and all the hotels, the major hotels downtown, have worked with Comic-Con. They give them all of their meeting space for free. So they now have extended into the hotels and kind of use it as additional space. Not ideal, but it's allowed us to keep them here.
But really what we need to be doing is expanding the convention center.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know the chargers are very critical, and everyone's working to keep the chargers here, but equally important is getting an expansion of that convention center.
And is that looking like it's actually going to happen? I mean, we've been talking about this for years.
Yeah, I mean, if it weren't for the legal challenges, I think we'd have a shovel in the ground right now. But, you know, unfortunately, there are some things that we have to get through. I know the mayor is committed to it. He made that comment at the Comic-Con press conference we had the other day that he will make sure that we do get a convention center expansion, and that's really important.
Real quick, before I let you go, I want to have your comment on this deal with Uber, Lyft, and our airport now, which now we understand Uber is going to start ride sharing today.
Yeah, today, and I think a lot of people have come to use Uber as an alternative to taxi service. I mean, it's a great service. I use it in a lot of other cities that I go, and I think it's a great opportunity to get a great transportation system into San Diego.
All right, Joe, happy 4th of July. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. And congratulations on keeping helping, you know, keep Comic-Con here, and a very busy summer ahead.
Thank you. Appreciate it.